Welcome to the Lara Jane Layton Show. This podcast is for you, the person who keeps putting others first. Your self-talk has held you back. You no longer need to take a second seat. Let's explore ways to overcome self-doubt. You can silence that inner bully voice and achieve your full potential. Here's your host, Lara Jane.
Hello, listener. It's your host, Lara Jane, and today is another challenge day. It's so exciting. I love challenge days. Today's challenge is to think of life as a garden and know that the seeds you plant today are going to be the things that you harvest in the fall, and that the things that you're harvesting right now are from the seeds that you've already planted. I lived in Kentucky for a while. I think 2 summers. And they were the easiest place ever to garden. You planted your seeds, you went out every once in a while and checked on them, and you harvested. But in the state of Utah, it's not quite that easy. You go out every day and you water your garden, you weed your garden, and you take care of your garden. So I want you to be in a state of constant maintenance for your garden. So what seeds do you want to plant? And plan your garden to the point where you know you're going to get the harvest of the things that you want. You love salsa and it's just your favorite food ever. You're going to want to plant peppers and onions and tomatoes and all those wonderful things that go into a nice, big, juicy bowl of salsa. If you don't like it or you're allergic to tomatoes, then you need to plant your garden to be the things that you can harvest. And the fun thing about gardening is if you plant it and you plant it, you can harvest all year long and have enough fall harvest to last the winter. This is going to be my first fall where I haven't had tons of summer squash. Winter squash to harvest. We decided to go lectin free and off nightshades. So tomatoes and peppers and squashes are off our list. But we planted asparagus and Jerusalem artichokes and sweet potatoes and all sorts of other yummy things that we've never planted before. And our harvest is just starting. And I dug our first couple plants of sweet potatoes. Big, beautiful sweet potatoes. Like there's going to be several meals of just from what we took care of in the spring. A little bit of weeding here and there, a little bit of doing some other things. The Jerusalem artichokes we planted late. But they're coming in nice. And the cool thing about them is as long as they leave some of the tubers in the ground, they're going to just take off next year and I'll have to replant. So as you're planning your garden, you want to think about what is it I want to harvest? When do I want to harvest? And we make the plan to do that. If you love pears, find a place in your yard where you can put a pear tree. If you love apples, do that. If you love any single thing, let's say you absolutely love herbs, fresh herbs in everything you cook, have a beautiful herb garden. And those are things you can harvest all year long. You go out and cut off a few of the green onions, cut off some of the basil, and you can just consume and flavor your meals all year long. So what is it that you want to harvest? And you know I'm not talking about the actual garden. Do you want to harvest a loving relationship? What is that going to take? I honestly think that you cannot truly love somebody without loving yourself first. Now, 20 years ago, I'd have told you bullshit. There's no way that that's the case because I didn't really like myself, but I had kids. And I had a husband that I cherished with all my heart, mind, soul, and would give them anything. But as I've learned to love myself I know that I was fooling myself. I could have loved them even better. I could have been less judgy. I could have been more kind. I could have been a better parent or spouse had I known really what love was like when you love yourself. So start planting the seeds. I want a harmonious relationship. How do I become harmonious within myself so I can share that with other people? Say you want to have unconditional love. How do I quit judging myself so that I can stop judging others? You got to do it for yourself first. Sure, you can practice all you want on other people, but it's not going to stick until you've learned to do it for yourself. You want to be cranky today? Know that you're going to you might not get the best joyous harvest in the fall that you wanted because you didn't get out there and weed out the crankiness. So learning to pull those irritants, the things that stop the positive or the things you chose to plant, there are things that get in the way. And it's our job to pull the weeds, get rid of the negative thoughts, water the garden, constantly telling it, yes, I want you to grow. Yes, I want the joy. Yes, I want the unconditional love. Yes, I want the health. Unless you keep watering those things, they're going to die off. And if the negative thought creeps in and you don't pluck that weed right out, it can take over your garden. So knowing what you want, plant those seeds, maintain and water and do everything you can to keep those seeds just as healthy as possible. And then harvest your bounty. Enjoy the fruits of your labor and share. When you plant an amazing garden, there is leftovers to share with your friends and family. So share your joyousness, share your unconditional love, share your love for people with everyone around you because you've let it grow so much inside of you. There's plenty to spare. Share. I love the harvest. I love the things that have come to fruition because I took the time to water them. I took the time to nourish them. And here I am with you. And I love it. Have a wonderful day. Stay tuned for the next episode and enjoy your harvest.
Are you tired of waking up exhausted? You are not alone. If you're looking to take your life back, let's start with the simple step of adjusting your self-talk. Stay tuned for the next episode with your host, Lara Jane. Remember to follow the show so you don't miss a next simple step that you can use to feel more confident. And please leave an honest review.